try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. Your check is I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. Could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Pro Am Round 2 highlights on your screen in front of you. Enjoy. Hello everybody, and welcome in. How is everybody doing here tonight? There we go. Bam. Round 3, ladies and gentlemen. It's Wednesday night. You all know what that means. It's Pro-Am time here at DMJ North America, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope we're ready. We have a absolute stack grid tonight. Full lobby. It's going to be good. Alright, so let's go over this real quick. Some specific information for this race, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is a 40-minute endurance race. It is going to be led in with a 15-minute qualifying run. The racing medium tire is our mandatory tire here this evening, and the pit window is at the end of lap 4. Weather is on cloudy 02, afternoon times 5 multiplier, so it's going to be very cold on the racetrack here at Spa. Let's flip it. Let's keep rocking and rolling here. We're a little bit behind schedule. I do apologize, but we do have a driver resetting his equipment right now, so he's bought us a little bit of time, so we appreciate that, driver. Okay, I see all that chat out there. We'll catch up with everybody here as well. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that means no co-host here tonight with a full lobby, but that means it's going to be a great race with 15 of our Pro-Ams on the track here in round 3. So let's go over our series information, shall we? 5 times tire wear here in the series is 3 times fuel consumption. So every time these race car drivers go around the racetrack, they're using 5 laps worth of tires and 3 laps worth of fuel. It is balance of performance on with no tuning. Traction control and ABS are the only assists allowed for the drivers here in the series. Heavy damage is turned on. The track edge is real. Our slipstream is real. Our track limits, penalties are weak. The flag rules are on, and pit lane penalties are on. So we let the in-game race officials take care of all that stuff for us. It is a grid start with a false start check. The refueling speed is 5 liters per second. It is on a race for real settings, and the mandatory tire must be used for 1 full circuit lap. It does not include the in lap or the out lap. So a driver, if they stop to make a pit stop and they take that required tire, they must go all the way on that out lap, so coming out of the pit stop, and then go around another full time in order for that tire compound to count as used. So the drivers really got to consider that into their strategy. And again, it's a 40-minute race with a 15-minute qualifier, and our racing medium is required. Pit window, end of lap 4. We got Stuart Blood coming in with the follow, Lone Sahil coming in with the follow on the page as well. Welcome to the Winter Circle community. That puts us over 700 followers, ladies and gentlemen. We're at now 701. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you. Never in my wildest dreams would I ever think that I would ever see that many people enjoying the content we put out here. So keep it going, everybody. You're legends. We appreciate you. Scott Arthur coming in with that thumbs up. Don't let her beef on the like and the share. Appreciate that extra support. PD coming in with that share. Pete Jones, that is. OGR Toolshed coming in with the like as well. I'm sure there's more I'm missing. Let's catch up with chat real quick. I'm just waiting for our final driver here, ladies and gentlemen. Then we're going to go. So Leandro says, good luck ATK, guys. ATK Motorsports in the house here, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you guys coming in and racing in the series. We love having the guys here. Miss Devious saying, let's go. Hey, let's go. Pro-Am Racer says, no lander. Let's go. Go Fast Ginger. We love it. Good morning from the UK, says Pete Jones. Good morning, my guy. Are you ready for some good racing? Larry Birch, let's get it. Hey, let's get it, Apex boys. All right, so we're just waiting. We're just waiting, chat. All right. Let's talk a little bit about Spa for a second here. Oh, I think we just found our 16th driver here. Has he popped in yet? Alright. So, let's talk about Spa for a second, ladies and gentlemen. Here, our track map up in front of us. Beautiful, beautiful track map done by, again, Miss Devious. We do appreciate her, one of the admins here at the page. She puts tons of work into these things for us to give us something absolutely wonderful to follow along with. So on the left hand side of the track map towards the track key, you'll see a point that is turn 1. If we just backtrack a little to the right, we're going to see a little blue circle with an arrow. That arrow is pointing back towards the track key. That is our start finish line here at Spa. We are moving towards the track key for a lap around Spa, so let's go for a walk. We head towards turn 1, La Source. Very difficult 165 degree corner, tight radius. That takes us up a very long run into what we call Arouge and La Radion, up towards top center of the map here now, ladies and gentlemen. You continue moving along this very long full speed section. We hit the Camel Straight, which is right at the top of the track map here, and that takes us into Lacombe, ladies and gentlemen. 6, 7, and 8, an S sector, quite a medium speed sector. Once we get through there, that takes us down into Brussels, which is a very long 180 degree downhill corner. And then that takes us down into Pouan. Pouan is a very high speed, again, long sweeping left-hand corner this time. From there, we continue driving down, and that takes us into our next set of S's towards the right center of the track map called Campus. After we come out of those S's, we come into a double turned apex. So it's a 180-degree corner turned into 2 corners, and that's called stave lot. From there, we hit the Paul Frere curve. We're now at the bottom center of the track map, ladies and gentlemen, and that takes us up into Blanchemont, and then leading back towards the start-finish line, the final 2 corners of the lap, the chicane. So that is just a little bit around Spa, and I think we are good to go here now, ladies and gentlemen. So we do have all our drivers. Let's get going. All right, great job, Misty. Do work, Paulie. Matt says, Michael. Oh, look at the fans coming in. We love this. Good luck, gentlemen. Let's go, Bandit. Hey, absolutely. All right, it's qualifying time. Let's go take a look, shall we? Who is going to be our first driver out tonight? Just want to make sure we got 15, and we do. All right. Who is it going to be? Nope. Nope. We'll find him. There it is. It looks like it's going to be Vegas. Going to be the first one out here tonight for a lap around Spa. So let's stick with Vegas here, and we're just going to have to do something really quick here, chat. So I'm going to do one more thing. I'm just going to pop something up real quick, and then we're going to do this. We're going to do this because we don't have any audio. Now we have some audio, and then we'll do this. Book. Streamer magic. All right, rock and roll. Let's get to it. So this is the outlap, ladies and gentlemen. So on the outlap, doesn't really count for anything, but getting familiar with the track, getting familiar with the conditions on the track, getting your tires warmed up. Maybe you work on a corner you've been struggling with in prior practice rounds. Get ready for the race. So 15 minutes of qualifying here at Spa is going to lead up to approximately 6 laps of qualifying with times counting. It is going to be very interesting to see how our drivers handle qualifying, but it is Vegas Paul here, and I think he's the first one out, even though it says Fast Ginger. So we have 2 new drivers here in the series from round 3 as well. So we'd like to welcome ATK Motorsports Fast Ginger, and we'd like to welcome in NMS Mustang J as well. Unfortunately, Flying Fox Racing's Ridge Raider had to step away from the rest of the series. We'll miss him, but there's always a new season next season. We may see him back, you just never know. We appreciate him being here. Of course, Flying Fox Racing participating with other drivers here in the series as well, so we appreciate all our teams being here. And sometimes real life just takes over, folks, so we understand that here, and we appreciate him coming in and giving us some good races here early on in the season. Let's go ATB, Superman, and Vegas. Fast, clean, and efficient, boys. Love to see it. So we're going to jump on board with Vegas Paul here shortly. He's got Superman just up in behind him there, it looks like, or ATB. I'm not sure which one. ATB, I think it is, up in behind him there in second place. So it's going to be interesting to see what these qualifying times are. If we remember from the pro lobbies, we've seen our 2-time defending champion Jake set in a 213.808. 408, I believe, was actually the fastest one in qualifying. So let's go for a visual lap around Circuit de Spa. Costing that start-finish line, breaking at the 100-meter board. You're going to put it down into first gear for rotation here. No, we're going to leave it in second here for Paul, and you're going to get on the power. That is La Source. We're going to head down this very long stretch now here, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a big, high-speed sector. This now takes us into Eau Rouge. You want to take as much of the left curb as possible and turn it in towards this apex. A little too much apex there for Paul, but not bad. Still maintain some speed. And that coming out already on. So now we're heading out to the Camel Straight. We're going to move over to the left side here. Ooh, and he's going to pick up a 1-second penalty here. And that's going to be... that's going to suck when he comes around it through stave lot there, heading up the Paul for a curve. So at about the 75-meter board, down into third gear here, and just coast this car through the S's. Once you know you're good, you get back, on the power. And we might see a mistake there. We got ATB's going to jump around Vegas Paul, so we're going to let ATB take over there. And now as we head down in towards Brussels, coming out of Lacombe here, you're going to long 180-degree corner. You got to sit on this apex what seems like an eternity. Take it out, move it directly over to the right side. Let off the throttle here, coast around this corner, back on the gas as early as possible. You want to get a best exit you can, because now we're coming into this high-speed sector of Pouon. This is a very elongated left-hand sweeping corner. You want to clip that apex and let the car float out wide. Careful how quick you get on the throttle. You don't want to touch that artificial green curbing out there. Dangerous stuff here at Spa. From there, now we head up into campus at the curbs. You're on the brakes, down into third gear, roll it through, be patient on your throttle, lift off a little bit here again, just roll it through, being patient, and then back on the gas up into fourth gear at the curbing, on the brakes, down into third, second if you need rotation, back up into third for power. ATB keeps it in third there, and you're just going to step on it here, get a little piece of this curbing, and just don't let the car push outside here again. Got to stay off that green artificial curbing here at Spa. So now we head up the Paul Frere curve here, leading into Blanchimont, ladies and gentlemen, and Blanchimont is a high-speed corner. These drivers won't even lift. You want to turn it in early, just miss this apex and let it go out wide, and just keep it down to the floor. Braking just after the 150 board here, down into second gear. You want to take as much of this first cut as you can. Good cut there by ATB, and it gives you a good line for the exit. Let's go see what ATB has here for us as he comes across the start finish line. So 217.169 from ATB. Egon's going to be next to come around here. Let's see what Egon's got. He's going to stay in second. Matt coming around. Let's see what he's got. He's going to stay in third. Jonesy's coming around here right now. Let's see what Jonesy has in that BMW of his. He's going to stay in fourth. Miguel's coming around. He's going to move up into fourth. Superman moving up at the second there. Mustang moving up at the sixth. We got Sol Invictus, and we know this guy is fast. He's sitting in pole position. Mustang just coming around here. Where is Bandit? Bandit is just coming around. Let's see what Bandit does here as he comes around. It's going to be a 21 for Bandit. He's going to jump just ahead of Ginger's going to go up into fourth here. I cannot keep track of these drivers tonight. They're flying. We got Vegas Paul here in 12th. We got Heathen and Chip Reese left to come across here. Who went an ugly lap there for Vegas Paul. So let's see here what Chip has as he comes around. Pardon me. Heathen. Oh. Alright, looks like it's going to be a chalk lap here from Heathen. Chip. Ooh, nice silver BMW coming on the road here right now. We love that. So he's just coming through Blanchimont right now. He's going to be heading into the chicane. You can see potentially engine damage maybe there for Heathen as he's getting around the chicane there. He is moving awfully slow here, so might be seeing a pit stop maybe from that. Yeah, that is actually exactly what it is. He picked up some damage there. He's going to go into pit lane and fix that car up and try to get a qualifying lap in here before the timer runs out. And Chip puts in at 2:09, so it's an out lap for Chip. And I think Petey's still on a lap here as well. So right now, Sol Invictus in pole position with a 2:16.461, and he goes, oh, and that's what we're talking about right there in Pouan. He got very fortunate to keep that car underneath of him. ATB a 2:17.169, so 7/10ths off the pace right now. Apex Superman with a 2:17.6. ATK Ginger with a 2:17.7. Egon with a 2:17.8. Matt with a 2:18.2. We got Death right here with a 2:19.7. We got Miguel with a 2:19.7. We got Mustang with a 2:27. We got Bandit with a 2:21. Jonesy with a 23. We got Vegas and four drivers. I have yet to clock in a proper lap here, so here we go. Let's go Apex. Let's get her. Says Jakey. What's up, everybody? Joe coming in with that thumbs up on the stream. And Guardian improving on his best time there, going from 7/10ths behind pole sitter Sol Invictus to only 4/10ths behind that driver here right now. So we're keeping an eye on that board. We're going to stick with Sol Invictus here as he's coming around. And he has, I believe, Death just in behind him from ATK Motorsports there. JMS Mustang also improving his time there as well a little bit, now up into 5th place there. Not an improvement for that driver. Matt coming through, he's going to up into 4th here. Superman dropped down into 5th. Mustang's into 6th. Ginger, let's stick with Ginger here as he comes around. Now, this is his first race of the season, ATK's Sass Ginger, and he's looking good. We got Bandit making a little bit of a mistake there. We got PD coming into pit lane. No improvement for either one of those drivers, I believe. We got Miguel at 9th. Oh, I stand correct. Yeah, no. Oh, here we go. Side by side in qualifying. Oh. All right. It's qualifying, gentlemen. Give each other space. Give each other space. We got Vegas Paul here in P12. Is the truth disguised? Hey, what's up, VPR? Maniac Williams, let's go, Soul. Oh, boy, there are some fans in the house for VPR tonight. Oh, I love that. Chip Reese here. He hasn't put in a lap yet. Heathen hasn't got a lap yet. Petey has not gotten a lap yet, so Sol Invictus here right now sitting in pole position, 2:16.461. ATK Death now moving up into P2 with a 2:16.7, and he's only 1/10th ahead of ATB, who's there with a 2:16.8. He's only 1/100th ahead of CB Matt here right now with a 2:16.890. These top 4 are extremely close. We got Superman right there in 5th place. And he has Mustang in behind him, less than 2/100ths of a second on the grid. 7/100 separating Mustang and Fast Ginger, 1/10 separating him and Egon, and then there's a little bit of a gap. But we got some times coming in now. Chip there with a 2:19.6, so it was a good lap there from Chip. Miguel's a 2:19.7 here right now. Bandit's a 2:21.8. We've got Jonesy 2:23.0. Vegas 2:57, but it looks like he had a penalty on that one. They didn't count it. A couple drivers don't have a lap in here yet, ladies and gentlemen. That is tough. But we saw last week PD Snow coming from a qualifying band from the back of the pack, taking the third place finish. So it doesn't necessarily it really mean anything when it comes down to race time. Just because a driver doesn't qualify well doesn't mean that that driver doesn't race well. So we got ATK Death. We got a whole gaggle of cars coming through here. Source here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. We got Miguel coming through and Mustang coming through. So let's see. Miguel improves on his time here. He's going to go up into P9. Mustang's going to come through here. He's followed by Soul Invictus. Doesn't make that improvement. Let's see if Soul gets in his time better. It's 2:16.2, so he does improve on that fastest lap. Matt is a 2:16.6 here. ATK Death now down into third place. ATB, where is ATB? He's about coming into Lacombe here right now. We got Egon, and he is followed in behind by, I don't even know who that is. I don't recognize the car yet. And Egon is on a blue right now, so let's see where else we're at here. We're trying to find the guys. Oh, there we go. All right, we got Fast Ginger coming around here right now, and it's going to be an outlap. All right, so drivers struggling. The Pro-Ams here. Lots of pits so far here qualifying. Chip sitting in 10th. Bandit in 11th. We got Jonesy here in 12th. We've got Vegas Paul having a chat with Barry R. We got Heathen here. Hasn't gotten the time in yet. He needs this lap. Pete Snow in the same situation here. So Soul Invictus here. Where is the next guy coming? Oh, there he is. All right, it's going to be Chip Reese coming across the line next here. Looks like he might improve here. It is. It's a 2:18.9 for Chip. Still 10th, but he does get a little bit closer there to Miguel. So great job by Chip there. We got Heathen. There we go. Heathen coming through the chicane. Let's see what he's got. Matt climbing that board. Hey, he is. Let's see what Heathen's got here as he comes around. This looks like a decent lap here. It's going to be a 2:19.9. So that puts him up into P11, just ahead of Bandit there. Who's our next one to come across? Oh, there it is. It's going to be ATB coming across here, and he is just a whisker off of ATK Death right now for third place, and only 0.6 of a second off that pole position. Let's see if he's got it as he comes around here. Ooh, this is going to be a decent lap here from ATB. We're going to see a 2:16. It is an improvement. It's second place for ATB now with a 2:16.486. That's going to knock Matt down. And speaking of, as he comes across the line, it's not an improvement for Matt here. We got Death coming around. He is not the next driver. Let's find the next set of drivers. Oh, there's so many. We got Miguel there. We've got Soul Invictus coming around. Miguel does improve. That's going to move him up into P8. And we're just going to try and watch that board to see if we see anybody jump around. We do not. All right. Ooh, we got a mistake there from what looks like to be Chip. We got Heathen coming around here. And he's going to get another couple laps in yet. We got Bandit and Fast Ginger. These two are very close together here today in qualifying. And Fast Ginger is just coming around. We got Jonesy coming up. Let's see what Jonesy's got. It's going to be a 2:18.9 for Jonesy. That's going to be good for P11, just ahead of Heathen here. So, ooh, these drivers are just stealing them positions here at the end of qualifying. There we go. Oh, Bandit getting it just a little bit wrong there. We got Fast Ginger here in 9th place as he comes around. This is a good lap from Ginger. It's at 2:17.7, and it's good enough for... Oh, that was way faster than that. 2:16.3. So it's good enough for P2 here, ladies and gentlemen. ATK Motorsports is in the house. Oh boy, we have a race on our hands tonight. Oh, this is going to be fantastic. If you guys are anywhere near as excited as I am, you aren't, you should be. Because from what I'm seeing, oh boy, this is going to be a doozy tonight. Pete Snow now up at the 8th. Superman in 9th. Miguel in 10th. Chip in 11th. Let's see who's next. Next guy to come through is going to be Heathen. So Bandit jumping into pit lane there. And this is going to be it for the laps here. These guys are going to get one more crack at the whip here, so to speak. So when Heathen comes around start finish line here, he's going to get one more run at this thing. Let's see what he's got here. It's 2:16. It's going to be a 2:18. That's good enough for 11th place here. It's a 2:18.6 coming from Apex Racing's Heathen. So All right, back on board with ATB. Let's see how he responds here as he's coming up into the chicane one more time. He is currently sitting 0.3 of a second off pole position. And boy, he looks like he's on a lap here again. It's going to be very close to that 2:16.4 we seen last time around. Let's see what he puts in. It's going to be a 2:17 here. So about a second off that last time around. Boy, these guys are really going for it tonight, aren't they, ladies and gentlemen? These drivers are feeling the groove here. All right, we're keeping our eye on that top leaderboard there, those top 8. See if we see any of those names jump around here. We are on with Mustang, who is going to jump into pits there. Come on. There we go. Superman coming through. It's going to be P10 for Superman here. That was a great lap there. We got Chip getting it a little bit wrong here. We got Jonesy coming in now, so let's see if Jonesy can get an improvement on his time here. And this is close. First to 15th separated by about 3 seconds, maybe 3.5 seconds right now, but boy, that top half of the pack is separated by whisker hairs right now in qualifying here. It's going to be a good lap here. It's going to be a 2:18.538 from Jonesy. Is good enough for P11 for him now as well. Who is next to come across? It's going to be Heathen, but he's got that penalty. It's going to negate this lap on him. So really unfortunate there for Heathen. We got PD coming through here as he just comes out of Blanchimont right now, heading into the chicane. Let's see what PD's got. And judging by what I'm seeing on screen, it's not an improvement on his next time. So he's not going to grab any more positions based off that time. We got Superman. He's on his final lap here. Where is he at? He's about midway through. So let's keep, there we go. We have, right, Heathen has that penalty. Ooh, wow, that was a great job by Heathen to keep it together there as he came around Stavelot into the Paul Frere curve, really in a danger zone. You don't want to be hung out. You don't want to be hung out Stavelot right there. That's a bad place to be. All right, let's see what Heathen's got. He served that penalty. It's going to be, unfortunately, not an improvement for him here. So let's find our next driver to come through. It is going to be, again, ATB, so Fast Ginger's in pit, that's it. I think Sol Victus is still on track here as well, looking to try and improve on his pole position, but it has not been an easy pole position for him here today. The competition has definitely rose to the occasion to this driver. He started last week and had a great race, just squeaking out a win. And these boys are hungry, and they are chasing him down. It's another 2:17 here for ATB, so no improvement there for ATB. We're trying to find that car coming right now. We missed him. All right, we got Miguel here in 8th place as he's coming around, and he is followed very closely behind by Sol Invictus here, and then we've got Superman just up in behind all of them. So it is going to be not an improvement there. Let's see what Superman's got. Sol Invictus. Ooh, there we go. P6 coming from Superman at 2:16.8. Sol Invictus at 2:15.3. So he put in a cracker of a lap there. Right at the end of qualifying, so great lap there from Sol Invictus, 2:15.353, fastest lap here on the racetrack. Ooh, that's a doozy, that's a doozy. He's a very fast driver here, ladies and gentlemen, Sol Invictus, and he is definitely going to put some pressure on these guys here in the Pro Am division, but these other Pro Am drivers are no slouches. We have Sol Invictus 1 second ahead of Fast Ginger, who is only 1/10 ahead of ATB, who's only 1/10 ahead of Matt, who's only 1/10 ahead of Death, who's only 3 100ths ahead of Superman, who's only 7 100ths ahead of Mustang, 2/10 to him and Egon, 2 100ths to him and Miguel, 8 100ths to him and Pete Snow, and then a little bit of a gap there to the back of the pack, and then 700ths, 3/10. And Vegas Paul maybe didn't get a time in here, potentially, ladies and gentlemen. So, very interesting, but it is Sol Invictus with that pole position point. Vic coming in with that thumbs up. How we doing, brother? How is everybody doing? That's why I can't hear my alerts. I don't have them turned on. PD coming in with that like and that share as well. We're going to take a second to catch up on some alerts here because we have missed a whole bunch. All right, let's get caught up here. We got Nolander Gaming coming in with the care and Leandro coming in with the heart. We got Nolander coming in with the care and multiple shares. We got Pete Jones coming in with the heart and multiple shares. Madeline coming in with that heart on the stream as well, and Vic coming in just recently with the like on stream. So now we have the drivers have 2 minutes. So we'll have 2 minutes. We're only 3 minutes behind schedule here today. That's pretty good. And we'll start this race. So the drivers will have time to change any tires, change any last minute things they need to change. If they feel they need that equipment reset, they'll get that equipment reset. So Soul Invictus coming through with a huge lap there, 2:15.3. And let's get our pictures. Fast Ginger sitting there in P2, so first race of the season for Fast Ginger, and well, maybe living up to his name there. ATB sitting in third, Merch is in fourth. We have ATK Death in fifth, with Superman sitting beside him in sixth. Start row 4 is new driver Mustang J, and sitting beside him will be Egon. In row 5, it is Miguel Dizzle lined up with Pete Snow beside him. In row 6 will be DDR Jonesy with Apex Racing's Heathen lined up beside him. In row 7 will be Chip Reese with Bandit Zeke lined up beside him. And rounding out our field here tonight will be a DDR Vegas. Great stuff by all our drivers, and look at these guys. These guys are on it. Alright, 6 of our 15 so far, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute remaining. Stefan coming in with that wow on the stream. How you doing, my dude? How are you doing? Be consistent. Be consistent. Hey, facts, buddy. High octane fuel from those race cars. Hey, absolutely, Adretta. How you doing? Welcome in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go check those readies. We only got 7. Be consistent. Be consistent. All right, let's bring our banner up. Boop. Our track map up for a second. We're just waiting for the drivers to ready in here. They are doing so right now. So let's talk about quick little information about Spa, which we didn't cover the first time around here. The length of the track, of course, is 4.3 miles, 7 kilometers long. It is 20 left and right hand turns. It is a tarmac road type. It has, of course, it's a world circuit track type, ladies and gentlemen, which means it is raced currently even to this day. And the elevation change is 341 feet from the lowest point of the racetrack to the highest point of the racetrack. Of course, compliments of, again, Miss Devious, our track map designer here at the page. Absolutely beautiful stuff. We really appreciate everything she does here for us. I think we're ready to go. We're good to go, chat. These drivers are on point. Let's do it. Let's get to racing, shall we? Who do you guys got for the win tonight? Good luck, drivers and comms, man. Have a good race tonight, Paul. Appreciate you, my guy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Kick them tires. Light them fires. Let's go racing! All right, we're going to sit here with Soul Invictus to start this race, as he is our pole sitter. And then we're going to move through the field as we get through the La Source. We had a little small inju. So proud of my dad's second place qualifying. Go ATK. Hey, look at the fans in here. We love that. We love to see the family coming in to support their family members while on track. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here tonight, and welcome in. So here we go. Lap 1. Good clean start from these drivers. Soul Invictus is going to go on the defense here. Look at these guys go. Oh, beautiful stuff. 3 wide coming out of the source there in the backfield here. And we got one car moving really slow here. So we're just going to make sure everything is A-okay. And I think this was just drivers being very cautious. So here we go. Soul Invictus in the lead. ATB in second. Fast Ginger in third. Matt in fourth place. He's being followed by ATK's Death. And boy, what a great sight this is. Look at these beautiful BMWs coming down the Kemmel Straight here. Oh, it's a beauty of a shot right here. Mustang J's car. We got Egon right in behind. And we got a 3-way coming into Lacombe's here. It is led by Pete Snow. Jonesy and Miguel are the 2 cars on either side. And everybody decides, now let's do this single file here, gents. Let's make it around lap 1. Great job by those drivers. Apex Heathen here in 12th place. We got Vegas. Oh, Vegas getting a little early on the throttle there, and that is going to be a small amount of damage there for Vegas, Paul, and that's going to be a position gain for Bandit and Chip Reese. But right now, very early on here, it is Soul Invictus running down the road. We have ATB, and ooh, a moment there from Matt as he's going to drop back into 4th place, but boy, oh boy, was that close. He didn't spin that car, and he didn't take anybody with him there in that moment, so Death is going to move up into P3. Matt's going to move down into P4. ATB's in P5. We got Egon now up into P6. He grabs 2 spots there. Pete Snow's in 7th, chasing very early on. Heathen moving up the field quickly here up into P8. Got Mustang J here in P9, and we have Chip going really wide, taking the NASCAR line there in P10. We've got Bandit here in P11. We've got Jonesy here in 12th place, and ooh, some damage here on Jonesy's car. Soon, chat, we're going to have live replays. I'm so excited. We got an update coming. Keyboard functions are coming back. Ooh, let's go. Miguel here in 13th. We got Vegas here now up into 14th, and Superman, ooh, he's got some damage here too as well here in 15th, so ooh. Bum, bum, bum. Already seen a couple of these drivers early on in these cold tires just make a couple of crucial errors, but Soul Invictus is just like last week, very quickly trying to get up the road early on from these drivers here in P1. He's got that clean air. Fast Ginger making a mistake there. ATK Death going to look up the inside, and it's going to be P2 as ATK Death comes around here on lap 2, so it's going to be ATK Death moving up the grid very quickly here, and now he's the man chasing down Soul Invictus for the lead. Fast Ginger's going to slot back up into P3 here, and now Merch, CB Matt, is all over him. ATB just chilling back there right now in 5th place, just watching it all go down, going, yes boys, battle, battle, fight, fight. Pete Snow has gotten around Egon, so now Egon and Pete Snow here battling for 6th and 7th place, and boy oh boy, I really had a suspicion this was going to be a feisty race tonight, and we are seeing a feisty race tonight already, so Egon gets a great run here, but it wasn't too early to make that run as he came up. He might have been a little too tight on the back end. Pete Snow there coming up to Kemmel Straight. Oh, he's going to just leave a little just enough room there on Pete. Pete's going to keep him narrow. We're coming into Lacombe. Who's going to get the job? Egon's up ahead. Egon should be able to hold his position as long as he holds the corner. He goes deep, and Pete Snow is going to say, thank you very much, sir. I'm going to take that back. Pete Snow responding, and he's going to hold P6 from Egon. So Egon, a little shallow going into the corner there, took it deep, and Pete Snow coming through with the good cutback move. Going to take P6 right back from him. Apex Heathen in 8th place, right in behind these guys, watching all this going down, going, yes, boys, just a little more. Keep fighting, just a little more there as Pete got it all kinds of wrong. Up ahead of these 2 drivers, and Heathen now on the back end of Egon. Let's jump on board with Apex Racing's Heathen here, as he is in the middle of this pack here right now in 8th place. And he was very tight on the back end of that BMW of Egon there. Egon is, hold on, boys, we're going for a ride. Oh, dangerous moments right there from Heathen. A little bit of a brown moment there for Heathen as he gets back on track safe and sound, but almost collects the driver. Now he's going to have to fight dirty tires, and now he's going to have to fight off Chip Reese here in 10th place and behind him. He's got Bandit just in 11th and behind him there as well, so Apex Racing's Heathen here. Ooh, feeling the pressure there a little bit, got the nerves jingling a little bit. He's awake now, chat. That was a scary moment there from Apex Racing's Heathen. Oh boy, Spa is not being friendly to our Pro-Ams here tonight so far. We got Jonesy in 12th, we've got Vegas in 13th, we've got Superman here in 14th, we got Miguel here in 15th, so not sure what happened to Miguel. Driver swapping positions here. Let's get it done. Let's keep it going. We got Soul Invictus here in 1st place and quickly gaining a gap, but not quite as quickly as maybe he would be hoping right now. He's only got that opened up 3 seconds, so the lobby is responding to Toll and to the pace of the leader here currently. We've got ATK Death in P2, got CB Matt in P3, ATB sitting in P4, and you can see he's just gotten around Fast Ginger there, so a little battle we just missed out on there as ATB got the job done heading into the source. And now as we head up original already on into the Kemmel Straight, it might be a good opportunity for Fast Ginger to respond back, so let's stick on board with this here for a second as the 2 mighty orange DMJ cars are battling it down the Kemmel Straight heading into Lacombe, and it seems like Fast Ginger's just chilling here. Let's see if he makes a move going right into the corner. He's just going to get some clean air in that race car. He has no interest right now in battling with ATB. Might be a smart choice. Maybe a little bit of teamwork coming from competitors here early on in the race today. That's good work at Spa here, ladies and gentlemen. Bump drafting and a little bit of slipstream driving could pay dividends for a couple drivers here if you can do it right. That leaves Egon here in P6. He's ahead of Pete Snow. Pete Snow now down into P7. We have Mustang J now up into 8th. We've got Heathen down into 9th. We've got Chip hanging out there in 10th. He's holding strong. Bandit's up into P11. We've got Jonesy here in 12th. He's slowly but surely starting to gain in on Bandit here a little bit. We've got Vegas Paul starting to gain in on Jonesy a little bit. Superman's slowly but surely starting to gain in on Vegas Paul here. And Miguel Not sure what happened to Miguel here, sitting in 15th place. So, we didn't see. Did anybody catch something that I missed, chat? I do miss stuff. You guys have better eyes than me sometimes. So Soul Invictus flying around the racetrack here right now, and he is in first place. We've got ATK Death in second. We've got Matt now up into P3 with ATB chasing, and our usual suspects here so far leading the way early on at Spa. We've got Fast Ginger, new face, new driver to the series here to start round 3, and he's adding his 2 cents into this battle here up in the top half of the grid as well. Egon here, 4.3 seconds off these guys right now in 6th place. He's got Pete Snow and Mustang J very close to toe, and Mustang J, I gotta say, is absolutely reeling Pete Snow in. Let's see if he can get something done coming into La Source. It's going to be it's going to be a crucial exit here for Mustang J. We see Chip Reese just in behind these guys as well, so Mustang looks like he got a good exit. Pete goes immediately on the defense here. He's just going to try and defend that position, but he does open the spot back up, so let's see what happens as we come through La Source. Let's see who gets the better run here, and Mustang J just being very patient here as well right now. So the two new faces here showing a little bit of racing awareness and some racing prowess behind the steering wheels of these BMWs tonight. That puts Chip up into P9 here, and Heathen into 10th place now, so Heathen has gotten passed by Chip there as well, so Heathen is holding down top 10. Bandit chasing here as we head into Arlouge right here, and up Loredion. Great job here by Bandit. Been very impressed with this driver's performance here so far this season. For quite a new sim racer here, and he's looking very, very good here in the Pro Am lobby, so he's settling into the season quite nicely. We got Jonesy here as well in P12. Rough start to his race here today, but been a little bit of a crazy week and a half for that man, so he's on track here and giving her everything he's got. Though we got Superman coming up here, he's in 13th, and he's got Vegas Paul starting to reel him in here little bit by little bit in that slipstream now as we come up into the Kemmel Straight. And Miguel, well, he's definitely shaving some time down from these drivers here. It was 15 seconds, and now it's down to 10, so he is putting his head down, and he's got his foot in that loud pedal right now. But Soul Invictus, 4.8 seconds up the road here currently from second place driver ATK Motorsports Death. And this driver has been looking real solid here so far in this competition this season here at round 3. Matt sitting in third place. Looking real good here in the standings. We'll bring some standings up for everybody here in a little bit. We do have the updated standings for everybody this week to take a look at, so we will go through that with everybody when we have a chance here. We've got ATB sitting in 4th. We've got Fast Ginger here in 5th. We've got Egon in 6th. Oh, and we got Pete Snow getting it wrong. And oh boy, Pete Snow got into that wall real good there. He's going to get that car back on track, but he is in for a fight now as he drops all the way down to P10, and Bandit is now on his tail. So unfortunate there for Pete Snow as we just jumped on him there, and he just got a little loose in the rear end on throttle there, and that car just went around on him. So it's gonna be some tough racing here tonight for some of these drivers now, as we've seen some errors on the part of some of these drivers. So crucial errors here. It's going to be about who keeps it most consistent, who keeps the car safe, and keeps the car most out of trouble. And of course, a good solid strategy always helps play a big part in racing. So Soul Invictus here as he comes up. We got ATK's Death here in second place. We've got Matt in third. ATB here in 4th. We've got Fast Ginger in 5th. We've got Egon in 6th. We've got Heathen in 7th place now. So Heathen's starting to make his way up the field. That's Chip in 8th with Mustang J chasing here in 9th. Bandit now up into P10. We've got Jonesy here in 11th. We've got Superman in 12th. We've got Vegas in 13th, and Pete ain't messing around. He is just going to put that thing in the pit lane and get that car sorted out. So Miguel here now up into 14th position, and Petey's got that car fixed, and he is back on the road. So Soul Invictus very quickly leading the way here. Let's jump up those standings when we have a moment, because I don't know how long we're going to have this opportunity. So this is after 2 rounds of racing here at DMJ North America. This is our Pro Am division, and it is CB Matt in the lead with 63 championship points. ATB in second with 51. We've got ATK's Death sitting there with 50 in 3rd place. Pete Snow in 4th with 50. So tied for 3rd place is Pete Snow. 5th place is Egon with 44 points. In 6th is Miguel. Tied for 6th is Miguel with Soul Invictus with 34 points each as well. In 8th place is Bandit with 30 points. Vegas right behind him with 28 points in 9th. And tied for 10th place are Jonesy, Ridge Raider, and Heathen all with 20 points. Of course, Chip sitting right there with 18, tied with Superman with 18, and Kilty and Kelsrek, who are no longer in the series. They'll be out standings next week, ladies and gentlemen. So, of course, they had to step out for personal reasons. It happens, ladies and gentlemen. And we got Soul Invictus coming into pit lane. So already pit strategies coming into play. Death is going to go around. Let's see what Matt does. Matt is going to come into pit lane. ATB is going to go around. We've got Fast Ginger. He's going to go around as well. All right, some different strategies coming into play here. We're going to see some 2-stops for sure today. Maybe some 1-stops. We'll have to wait to find out. Apex Heathen here as he comes around. He looks like he's probably going to go around here if I had to guess. Yes, that is the case. He's got Mustang J very close in tow here in 8th place, looking real solid in his first season too. First race of the season as well. Chip coming into pit lane. Let's see what Jonesy does here as he comes around. This is another driver currently carrying damage. He's going to go around again. Superman here in 12th place, again carrying a little bit of damage here, and a new color scheme on that race car here for Apex Racing Superman, going in with that very nice deep blue. We got Miguel coming around. Pete's going to come around. Pete, we just seen fix some damage last time around. We got a battle between these two drivers here right now. So it is Miguel in 13th and Pete here in 14th. And what is Paul going to do? Paul's going to go around as well. So a nice little battle happening here right now between Miguel and Pete Snow. So let's jump on board. Let's jump on the hood view here with Pete Snow as he tries to make the charge up on Rouge and Laurentian into Camel Straight, chasing down Miguel here in 12th place. So this is a battle for position. Hey, how you doing, John? Welcome. Thank you for that like, my dude. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well, my guy. All right, so Pete Snow coming up into the Camel Straight out of Laurentian. He didn't seem like he got as good a run as Miguel did there, so I don't think we're going to see any battle right there right away. We got Chip just coming up into the Camel Straight. We got Vegas Paul starting to reel him in. So let's head back up to our new race leader, which is ATK Death right now. So our second race leader of the night, ladies and gentlemen, and our first lead change of the night. And it goes to ATK Death on lap 6 here, as Soul Invictus, of course, going into pit lane for a pit stop. Good French accent you have, LOL. Wasn't even trying. Huh, look at that. All right, ATB here in second place, and he's 5.9 seconds in behind ATK's Death right now. Fast Ginger in third place. Debut race for this driver, looking really good here so far as he comes around, and he's about 3.9 seconds. So there we go. We got Death coming into pit lane. Let's stick on with ATB. ATB's going to go around again, so ATB's going to take the race lead as he comes across the start-finish line here. Our second lead change of the night, and now our third race leader here this evening, and now it belongs to Apex Racing's ATB. Fast Ginger, he's going to stay out and stay. That's going to put him up into second place, putting him ahead of his teammate there. Egon's going to stay out. That puts him up into third place as well. Soul Invictus is going to come around. Obviously, he pit last time around. He's going to grab that position as he comes across the line on ATK's Death as well. Mustang J looking like he's going to grab that spot as well. Heathen's going to come around. He's going to move up into P6 here as well as Death comes in for his pit stop. Matt's going to come around in 7th. He pit last time around. Bandit's staying out. He's going to come around there in what looks to be 9th place. That is correct. Superman's coming around here now up in the top 10 here. We got Miguel just in behind in 11th, and here we go. PD's starting to close back up here on Miguel a little bit. So let's see if PD can get a run as he comes out of the source. PD needs a good entry and a really strong exit here, and he's going to get it. Oh, look at that. Great job there by PD not to make contact there with Miguel, but he's still got a good run here. So let's see if PD can make something happen this time, going through Rouge and Laurentian, heading into Lacombe's up to Camel Straight. Let's see if he gets the run here. I think a little bit of a lift there for PD. He's losing about 6 miles an hour to the driver up in front, and that is definitely hurting the chase up to Camel Straight here. So let's let the TV crew take over here. Jonesy in 13th place with Chip in 14th. And Vegas here in 15th, still owing a pit stop as well. So some drivers have pit, some drivers have not. Are we seeing one-stop strategies coming from some of our pro-ams here tonight? We've seen some of the pros do it. Hey, bro. Actually, is it more Belgian? Never mind, I'm confused. You're good, John. You're good, my guy. All right. Fast Ginger here in second place. Egon in third place. And Egon's been having a great season here so far. Soul Invictus very quick driver. He is starting to chase these drivers down here right now in 4th place. Mustang J is up here in 5th place, and he's having a good race for himself. We got Matt up into 6th. Oh, and that looks like, oh, I think that's Death we just seen around the corner there as Heathen goes around. Oh, and it was an ATK's Death in trouble there as he is coming out of campus. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. He has a little bit of damage on that car, but he's back on the road. He's got himself sorted out here, and he is back on it. 10 seconds in behind Heathen. He's got 5 seconds from Bandit Zeke here, who's just coming around right now. So, ooh, unfortunate there for ATK's Death. And oh boy, Superman has a handful of business to deal with here as he has got Miguel looking up the inside. Now Petey Snow's going to take a look too as we're heading up into Below Shimon, and we're almost 3 wide. Petey just tucks up in front. Superman's going to cut him back here. Oh, a little bit of contact between the two. Great job by those two drivers to keep it together as they went side by side through Below Shimon, and we're heading into the chicane now. Is Petey going to be able to hold the position here? Gets a good cut through there. Ooh, Bandit a little slow coming into the chicane. He's going to have a slow exit, and Jonesy is now coming in on this, and we have a 4-way battle for 10th, 11th, 9th and 8th place here. So here we go. We got Heathen coming into pit lane there as well. So we're going to be going 2 wide into the source here. Bandit's going to go straight on the defense there as Miguel's coming in. And oh boy, there we go. There it is. Some contact with the accordion effect there, and everybody's sorting themselves out, and everybody's still okay. Whew. Spicy chat, here we go. Bandit up into P7. We've got Petey here in 8th place. He is putting all kinds of pressure on Bandit here right now. We got Miguel in 9th, and we've got Superman here in 10th. Jonesy right there in 11th, and he's like, come on, boys, I see all of that happening up front. So Jonesy's just like, come on. Keep fighting, I'm coming. Superman is just going to back off of this here just a little bit as Speedy and Miguel are side by side. And oh boy, are they going to make a Bandit sandwich here as he's taking a look. Miguel was taking a look. Oh, and Bandit lost it. Oh, and there's a little bit of contact there between Bandit and Petey. And oh boy, as we're coming into Lacombs, it looks like Bandit and Pete Snow getting into each other here. And Pete Snow is just getting gathered up here. So let's see what happens here as we keep going around the racetrack. Ooh, dirty tires there as Bandit's going way wide out there, and that's going to allow Superman to get past. So Superman's going to slide up into P8. Jonesy's coming in behind here in 10th place. We got Petey, a little bit of front end damage there on that car. We got Chip here in 12th. We've got Heathen in 13th. We've got ATK's Death now in 14th. He's gotten that damage repaired on that race car. We got Vegas Paul here in 15th, so we're at about 18 minutes and 43 seconds into this race, and oh boy, what a race it's been here so far. And it's still ATB in the lead. 2-second gap on Fast Ginger chasing here in 2nd place. He's got 10 seconds on the 3rd place driver Egon, who now has Soul Invictus off just in the rearview mirror, but he got it a little bit wrong coming out of the chicane there and had to gather that car up underneath of him. So he is chasing Egon down here currently. A little bit of a mistake, time lost there. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm losing my voice here tonight. Got Mustang J here in 5th place with Matt in 6th, and he is not too far off, 2.6 seconds. And then we got a gap, 27 seconds between Matt and Miguel, so a little bit of separation from the front half to the second half of the pack. And then we've got Superman and Bandit battling here. Superman's up into 8th place here currently right now, Bandit in 9th. Oh, Bandit with a little bit of a tap there on Superman. Oh, and Superman just got reset, and it's going to be a freebie here for Jones as he's coming around. He's going to be like, thank you. And just a little bit of tire wear and just a little bit of brake slide there from Bandit and just tapping Superman there. So he's going to go in. He's going to get some fresh rubber on that race car. We got Petey here in 14th. We got Vegas here in 15th. But right now, ATB 1.5 seconds. Fast Ginger is closing in on our race leader. Intense battle going on. Aaron's in first. This basket weaving is really helping with hand-eye coordination. John, you're funny. You're funny. We got ATB here in first place, 1.1 seconds, and that gap is closing fast. Ginger is closing in on ATB here and closing in quickly. We've got Egon and Soul Invictus only separated by a second as well. So, interesting. It's good to see. Let's see when these guys decide to pit. We are just over halfway around the racetrack here now. So let's see what these guys are going to do here. We're heading into Blanchimont right now. ATB's just managing to keep that 1 second gap here, but Fast Ginger definitely eating up a second of that gap that ATB had on him here as we're coming around. And ATB is going to go again, and so is Fast Ginger. All right, so battle on. Let's see what's going on here. Soul Invictus now gotten around Egon here in 3rd place, and Egon down into 4th. Now, Soul Invictus has made a pit stop once already here in the race. Pardon me. Today, Egon yet owes a pit stop still. So he is still on his original tire stint here right now as he's sitting in 4th place. We've got Matt and Mustang J in 5th and 6th here. And it seems like every time we go to check on the next group of drivers, they are within just a second of each other here. So we got lots of little developing battles all over the racetrack. Miguel, he's in no man's land here right now in 7th place. 30 seconds on Mustang up in front, and 10 seconds on Jonesy in behind. So Jonesy currently sitting here in 8th place, and he has Superman closing in, and what looks to be Chip Reese and ATK Death as well just in behind here closing in. So great stuff here by all these drivers. Ooh, Superman got a great run through Blochemont right there, and he closed up a big gap on Jonesy here as we're coming into the braking zone, into the chicane. Let's see what all these drivers opt to do here. Superman's going into pit lane, and the rest are going back around. So ATK Death and Chip Reese are going to grab that spot from Superman there. Bandit, who just pit last time around. 30 seconds of Superman, so we'll see if he can grab that spot on Superman. Pete here is 14 seconds in behind him, and Vegas here in 14th. We lost a driver. Who'd we lose? Did we lose Heathen? I think we lost Heathen. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. We are down to 14 drivers. We have lost one of our drivers. McLaren needs to take notes. 2 orange cars in 1st and 2nd. Absolutely. So ATB here, barely a second ahead of Fast Ginger. Fast Ginger in that slipstream of ATB here. We may see a battle for the race lead here. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens here over the last part of this lap. So we're heading up into the chicane right now, and both these drivers doing a great job here so far tonight. But Soul Invictus probably sitting there wondering, okay, when are these guys planning on making a pit stop here? Because did I take the wrong strategy? Maybe Fast Ginger is going to go out, and he's going to pit. ATB is going to stay out. So, all right, undercut for Fast Ginger, overcut for ATB. Soul is going to continue on down the road. He's going to grab P2 as he comes across the start-finish line here. He's 9 seconds in behind ATB right now. Egon coming into pit lane here as well. Let's see what Matt does. Matt's going to go back around, so that should put him up into P3 with Mustang in behind. We'll put him up into 4th. So these drivers are starting to make some traction here. We got Chip Reese, ATK Death, and Jonesy here in 7th, 8th, and 9th place, all fairly close to each other here right now. And let's see what these guys are doing here. So Chip Reese looking real strong here in P7. ATK's Death chasing in 8th. We've got Jonesy here in 9th, and he still owes pit stop yet, ladies and gentlemen, as well. Miguel here in the top 10. We got Bandit chasing in 11th. 10 seconds is that gap. We've got Superman just in behind, 6 seconds. Pete Snow, 4 seconds in behind Superman. And, ooh, Vegas Paul finding the wall. Heathen, my guy, talk to me, my bro. Talk to me, my bro. Yeah, Heathen DC'd, I think. It must have just happened. So, I don't know what to do here, chat. We've had 3 DCs in a row. We're going to have to try and see if we can find a better host for the lobby here, I guess. It's unfortunate. I feel very, very bad. I don't like to see any of the drivers disconnect in any of these races. So, we'll talk with Heathen after the broadcast here tonight. We'll see exactly what happened there, and then we're going to try and find a solution. So, these drivers can get a good clean racing for themselves. I feel absolutely gutted for my man. Let's go ATB, make that one stop work, my guy. You've got this. So Invictus is closing in on ATB and closing in quickly. That was about 8.5 second gap. It's down to 3.7. We got Matt 11 seconds in behind him. Mustang is 5 seconds behind Matt. Fast Ginger is now 16 seconds in behind Mustang J, but he is on a different pit strategy. Egon is just in behind them on a different pit strategy. We got Chip here in 7th, and he's having a fantastic race for himself here tonight. ATK Death here in 8th. We've got Jonesy in 9th. We've got Miguel here in 10th. Bandit in 11th. Superman there in 12th. We got PD in 13th and Vegas in 14th. My boy Heathen. My boy Heathen. My man. My man. Chip 7th, let's go, keep climbing. He's doing real good, man. He's doing real good. So we got ATB finally coming into pit lane. So Soul Invictus is going to take the lead of the race back. So our third lead change of the race and our third race leader of the evening. This is now his second time leading the race. He did start on pole position and led the first 6 laps of this race. Matt's going to move back up into second with that pit stop with ATB. You can see them just getting that rubber on that car there right now. They've got the fuel can in that car. Mustang J coming in just in behind as well in fourth. That's going to put Fast Ginger out ahead of both those drivers up into third place. So undercut working here potentially. No, ATB is going to come out ahead of Fast Ginger here. So ATB just staying ahead. So the overcut just working out for ATB here on Fast Ginger. Now the question is, can they make up the distance to the 2 leaders? 30 seconds currently to Soul Invictus in first place. Matt is 18 seconds up the road. Can he gain that time? Fast Ginger, much of the same thing here. 2.5 seconds in behind ATB. We got Egon in 5th place. We got Mustang in 6th. We've got Death here now up into 7th. We got Miguel in 8th. Jonesy in 9th. And we got a battle behind him between Superman and Chip. And it's going to be Superman on the outside going into Blochemont. And he's going to get the job done, moved into the chicane. So now he's got his eyes set on Jonesy. And Superman is turning up the heat. And Superman's just going to drive right on through and take that freebie and say thank you very much. P8 for Superman. Good set of corners for him. Chip Reese here now down into 10th place. Pete Snow chasing here in 11th. Jonesy in pit lane. Bandit going to come around. Should be a P12 as he comes across the line here. As well as Jonesy's in the pit lane there. And Vegas Paul here in 14th. Of course, Heathen's going to get that 15th place finish here. Really unfortunate for my guy Heathen. Soul Invictus here in first place. And the time is very, very, very slowly climbing, but not very quickly. Matt is doing everything he can here to reel that driver in. So do these drivers have to make another pit stop? Hard to say. ATB here in 3rd. We've got Ginger in 4th. Egon in 5th. Mustang in 6th. Death in 7th. Miguel in 8th. Superman 9th. Pete in 10th. Chip in 11th. Bandit in 12th. Vegas 13th. Jonesy just coming out of pit lane here in 14th. Soul Invictus, our race leader, coming into pit lane right now. Hit the wrong one, chat. That's what I'm looking for. So Matt is going to take the race lead here as he comes across the start-finish line now, and that is our 4th race lead change, 5th race lead change here tonight, and our 4th new race leader. So Matt now leading the charge here for VPR in first place. 16 seconds is Soul Invictus. He did come out in pit lane just ahead of ATB there, so some interesting strategies coming into play here. Come on, Aaron Baby needs a new pair of shoes. Soul Invictus, checkered flag. Fast Ginger here in 4th place. We've got Egon in 5th. We've got Mustang here in 6th. We've got Death in 7th. Miguel in 8th. Superman in 9th. PD chasing here in 10th. He's in that slip, so he has managed to get his way around Chip there as well. Bandit now chasing Chip here. It's about 3.9 seconds is that gap. Vegas here in 13th. Jonesy in 14th. All right, here we keep going here. It is Matt. And he's got 16 seconds currently right now from ATB, who's gotten around Soul Invictus here. So ATB now moving up into 2nd place here. And Soul Invictus is just going to sit in behind in 3rd place here for right now. So as we're heading into Pouon, exit is everything out of Pouon here, leading into the Campus S's, of course, and then Stave Lot right after that. So ATB currently right now ahead of Soul Invictus. We got Fast Ginger here in 4th place chasing. What's that gap? 5 seconds. Egon 6 seconds down the road from Ginger, looking very solid here in 5th place right now. Mustang in 6th place here for him and his respective team as well. ATK's Death here in 7th, and he's in no man's land right now. He's in a good spot. He can just really put his head down and run some good clean laps here. Never know what could happen for him yet. Miguel here in 8th, much of the same thing for this driver. Lots of time in between him and the next driver, but here we got a nice healthy battle between Superman and PD. Oh, and Superman's going to pick up a half-second track limit there, so he is going to slip up in behind PD. And PD's going to jump up into P9, and Superman here in 10th. We got Bandit here in 11th. We've got Vegas in 12th. We've got Chip in 13th. And we've got Jonesy reeling him in here. He's in that slipstream in 14th place. So battles all through the field. And here we go. So Matt coming into pit lane here. He is now going to relinquish the lead to ATB for the second time here tonight. And ATB has a mirror full of Soul Invictus right now. So this race currently is down between ATB and Soul Invictus, and it is a car length separating the two as we head up La Radion into the Kemmel Straight. And this is exactly where Soul Invictus needs to be. He can get in slingshot gauge heading into Lacombe here. If he can get the run, he might have been just a little too far in behind ATB here. Right now, the fastest man on the racetrack is ATB as well with a 2:16.8, and we are going side by side into Lacombes. ATB on the defense. Soul Invictus tried to get it hung out on the outside there to get the inside line in the next corner, but ATB is doing a fantastic job of keeping that driver off. And oh, he hit the batten strips there. That's going to slow Soul Invictus down just a smidge in behind there. So here we go. ATB coming into Brussels. He's going to hold that car on the apex, and he is not going to give this thing to Soul Invictus easily. Soul Invictus is going to take a look. No, he's going to settle into the racing line here as we head down in towards Pouan. Great racing here from our leaders right now, and the fight is on between between ATB and Soul Invictus. Matt, Top Gun, great comms. Hey, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, my guy. So here we go. ATB's doing a great job of holding him off here. How long can ATB keep Soul Invictus at bay here? Oh boy, what a great job there by ATB. He is just not giving Soul Invictus a millimeter of apex to even think about sticking the nose of that car into right now. And this could be, oh, as he gets it a little bit wrong there, and that might be an opportunity for Soul Invictus. Oh, ATB's in trouble. He manages to keep it together, and Soul Invictus is going to get the move. First place now belongs to Soul Invictus, and ATB just got a little bit wide there as we're heading into the second part of Stave Lot, and he ate some sand. So, oh boy, he's got some work to do here. He needs to get back in that slipstream, and he needs to get back into the fight here with Soul Invictus. He can't let this driver get away from him here. Fast Ginger in third place, 7 seconds down the road from the first and second place driver here. He can't quite see what's been going on in front of him, but if he only knew, as you can just see these guys entering the chicane as he comes around Blanchemont. So Fast Ginger, a little bit of hope there. Maybe he's going to pick up the pace a little bit. We got Egon now in fourth place, and he has Matt starting to close the gap up here a little bit as well in fifth place. So Egon's starting to see a little bit of pressure here from CB Matt, our current championship points leader, coming into round 3. Mustang J here in 6th place, and he's been looking really great here in his debut today. Great job here so far from him. We've got ATK Death coming around in 7th, and he's 3rd overall in the championship points. We'd like to see another position or two right now, but just got to keep it where he is and just keep moving forward, not anymore backwards. He'll be A-okay. Miguel here in 8th place, having a good race here as well. Superman still holding off Pete Snow here, so good battle between these two right now, swapping positions back and forth. And Superman in 9th currently, as Pete Snow sitting here in 10th. We've got Bandit here in 11th, and he's in no man's land right now as well, so he's just got to keep his head down and keep putting his laps in. We got Vegas Paul 17 seconds behind Bandit. Chip's only about 3.8 seconds behind him. Half-second track limit penalty. That's going to hurt about a second of his pace, and that's going to put him at risk of losing that position here to Jonesy, as we're getting about to that point in the racetrack right now, as we're heading into Campus S's right now. That's going to take us into Stave Lot, and then just after the second part of Stave Lot is where these drivers have to serve those penalties. So we're going to see Chip have to serve that penalty here in just a couple quarters. Ooh, and Jonesy catching those battens there, and those battens absolutely just slow that race car down. You can lose easy 2-3 tenths of a second there in that corner just by hitting both those batten strips. So hurting the chase a little bit to Chip, as he's just getting to the point where he just served that penalty as we're heading into Blanchemont, and Jonesy not getting up quite the much of time as he would have intended to or hoped to have there. So Soul Invictus here 6 seconds now up the road from ATB, and not sure how that 6-second gap happened, to be honest. I'm looking at the times here, and I ain't seeing this 6-second difference between these two drivers. Alright, 6 seconds is the gap. Fast Ginger here in 3rd place. It is 5 seconds to ATB here sitting in 2nd. Matt chasing him still in 4th place, and ooh, Egon coming with a fury out of Blanchemont right there with a great exit. You can see He is coming in on the back end of CB Matt here slowly but surely. 1.3 seconds, 1.34, going up, going down. Let's keep our eye on that. It is going upward, so he lost a little bit coming through the chicane there. We got Mustang J here in 6th as he's just entering the chicane right now, and again, he's in a good position here. So not too much happening here in the back end. And Pete Snow and Superman now gapped out pretty good here. So Superman feeling a little comfortable there. We got Petey here in 10th. We got Bandit in 11th. He is about 9 seconds behind Pete Snow right now. Vegas and Jonesy now under some battling terms here for 12th and 13th places. Chip has lost that position to Jonesy. Where's our Mr. Chip Reese here? There's Chip right there, and he's not too far in behind them, but Jonesy has gotten around him, and now he's looking at Vegas Paul here as we head into Pouon. So let's see if we can get that inside line through Pouon, and this is a great move by Jonesy there. He's going to make it lick and stick, and he is going to get the job done around Vegas Paul out of Pouon, heading into campus. Does Paul respond here? No, Jonesy has enough of a run there to keep Paul in behind, so great job there by Jonesy to take P12 from Vegas Paul there. Oh, and a half-second track limit penalty there for Vegas Paul, so that's going to be good for Chip here as we're coming into the first part of Stave Lot, and now the second part of Stave Lot here as we come under the Paul Frere curve. It's going to be Chip Reese here, most likely probably grabbing that position from Vegas here. Chip Reese is very, very close. We got Pete Snow coming into pit lane there as well in 10th place, so ooh, maybe a free position for a couple drivers in behind, and Chip is going to get ahead of Vegas Paul there with him having to serve that penalty. Oh, and Sol Invictus making a mistake there as he was coming through out of Stave Lot. Very fortunate to keep the car underneath of him there and not lose that car. So ATV chasing here in second. We got Ginger still chasing here in third place and only able to really kind of keep that gap at about 5 seconds right now from the second place driver ATV, but Matt has absolutely closed that gap right up. Matt here now pressing on Fast Ginger, and he's going to look on the outside here as we come into the chicane. Are we going to see an outside move, or are we going to see a juicy cutback? Looking for that cutback is Matt. Can he get it done? Looks like it was very well defended there by Fast Ginger. Fast Ginger is looking really strong here in his first race of the season, and right now hanging on to that podium position. This is going to be the final lap. This is going to be it. We might see the leaders get one more time around here. We've got Egon coming around in 5th place. We got Mustang J coming around here. He's going to be in 6th. ATK Death in 7th. We're going to have Miguel come around in 8th. Superman here in 9th. Bandit is right now currently up in 10th. Pete had to make that pit stop about 11 seconds in behind. Jonesy up into 12th place with Chip just in behind here in 13th, and Vegas in 14th. And of course, one of our drivers disconnecting about mid-race there. Pete Snow for livery of the day. That one's a gorgeous car. Hey, we love you, Nolander. We appreciate you, my guy. It is Sol Invictus here, 7.2 seconds up the road here at Spa right now, and you don't know if he's even going to make it around in time or not for another lap. We'll have to see. ATB here, he is in 2nd place, 6.7 second gap on Matt, who has now gotten around Fast Ginger here for that final podium position. So Fast Ginger not too far behind here in 4th place. See if he can get that back. Egon here in 5th. We've got Mustang J in 6th, Death in 7th, Miguel in 8th. We can just look at time split. Superman's in a good spot here. Bandit's in a good spot at this point. Petey here in 11th place. He does have Jonesy here in 12th. We've got Chip here in 13th, and we've got Vegas rounding out the field here. And he is getting waved a blue flag, so Sol must have just be catching up to him here right at the tail end of this lap. And oh boy, that car is a little bit slip and slidey here as we're heading up into our final few corners of the race for some of our drivers here. So we're just gonna, this is it. When all our drivers cross the finish line, that is going to be it here today, ladies and gentlemen. So it is going to be Vegas Paul in 14th here today. It's going to be race win for Sol Invictus, and that was a great win there. 8 seconds is the overall gap here. 9 seconds by the looks of it here at the end of the race. We've got ATB coming in 2nd place, and it is going to be Matt here in 3rd place. Fast Ginger very close behind there in 4th place for his debut. Great finish for Fast Ginger. Congratulations to him. Egon coming around in a very solid P5 here for himself. He's having a great run this season so far as well. Mustang J, as he comes around that final part of the chicane, and he's going to take a 6th place finish in his debut here tonight as well. Another great finish here from one of our new faces. ATK Death, who had a rough mid part of the race here, but a great recovery drive from him, and he's going to come across the line here with a pretty strong 7th place finish from him. So maybe not what he was looking for there the way the race started, but a very strong finish to the night for him. We got Miguel here in 8th place, and Miguel is looking very rough on that rear left tire, and Superman is gaining. Superman's gaining. Can he get it? Look at that time bleeding away. We might have a battle for 8th place right at the line. Can Superman get it on the corner? Oh, here we go, chat. Come on. Let's see it. Ooh, Miguel just gets down on the power, and it's going to be a P8 for Miguel. It's 9th place for Superman. That was close, chat. We got Bandit and Pete Snow here battling it out here, coming to the end of the track here as well, as we're just coming through Stavelot right now. And a big run to Blochamal right now at the Paul Frere curve. And it is a matter of 0.4 of a second right now between Bandit and Petey. Let's see who can hold who off here. Bandit going to go defensive. Petey's going to go on the outside here. Let's see what happens as we head into chicane. Petey goes in late on the brake. So does Bandit. Oh my, look at this. What a battle between Petey and Bandit. It is going to be Pete Snow to finish out in 10th. And Bandit just there in 11th place. So it's going to be Jonesy coming around here for a P. Ooh. Oh, and it reset him, and it's going to be Chip Reese there coming across in P12, and that's unfortunate there for Jonesy, as he just made a mistake coming out of the first part of the corner. The game reset him. It's going to be a P13 finish there for Jonesy, but ooh, that was some spicy finishes there throughout the field in this race tonight, ladies and gentlemen. My, oh my, that was some racing right there, folks. Woo-hoo. We lost game sound, didn't we, chat? Whew, yes, sir. ATB with a brilliant one-stop race. Didn't have the gas. Hey, nothing less than a podium from Matt VPR. Well, that was fun, says Paul. Shoo, says Fast Ginger. Let's go ATB. Fantastic one-stop. GG's to all the drivers. Make sure you save your replays, please, drivers. Always save your replays, drivers. All right, let's take a look at those finishing results. So unofficially, ladies and gentlemen, here in our Pro Am division for round 3 at Spa from DMJ North America is as follows. Now, the reason we say unofficial is the drivers now have 24 hours from the end of the race to file any instant reports they feel is needed, if needed, during the race. Of course, then our stewarding staff will take a look at those instant reports, assess any penalties if they deem necessary, and of course then they'll make that decision, and then the drivers, if they choose to, will have 24 hours to make an appeal with corroborating evidence, and then of course that goes up the food chain to DMJ head office, who will then look at the appeal if of course it goes that far. So unofficially it is Sol Invictus with the win, fastest lap and pole position here. So trifecta again for Sol Invictus here in round 2. ATB coming in 2nd place. Matt here in 3rd. Fast Ginger just falling off the podium there in 4th place, but great debut race for him. Egon in 5th. Mustang J in his debut with a solid 6th place finish. ATK Death in 7th. Miguel in 8th. Moving to the second part of the grid, we've got Apex Racing Superman in 9th. We've got Pete Snow in 10th. Bandit coming across in 11th. Chip here in 12th. We got Jonesy in 13th. Vegas in 14th. And a disconnect from Apex Racing's Heathen. Unfortunate here tonight for that driver. We'll have to try and get that sorted out for next week's round. So, ladies and gentlemen, what'd you all think about that one? That was a doozy. Sol was clean, great race, great results for VPR. I had such bad luck at beginning a race with being punted off. Oh, that was a tough one. Again, instant reports, ladies and gentlemen. Close finishes, great race. You still had a good recovery though, Miguel. That was a good recovery, my guy. Absolutely, that was a great racing there. All right, let's flip it. Let's get us over into these podium interviews. We're going to change the track for our drivers here, so just uno momento. We're going to put in next week's track for the gentleman. And I just need to go track down the weather as our drivers jump into the podium. They're all there already. These guys are so on point. I love how quickly the drivers know what to do here. So just give me 1 second here. We're just going to set this lobby up for the drivers for next week's round so they can save those settings. Evening SO5. Evening times 12. Alright, just going to give the drivers a couple more minutes to save any replays, and we'll flip this lobby over for them. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what was your favorite part of this race here tonight? There was a lot of great moments here in this Pro AM race tonight. That is without a question of a doubt for sure. So, just bear with me 1 more second, guys. We'll get to those podium interviews. I just want to make sure the drivers have their replays saved. Alright, we're hitting the button. I do have the replays, drivers. If you do need a replay, the host always saves the replay, so there's always a replay to verify what happens on track with, just so everybody knows. So we're going to go do some podium interviews, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Great job here tonight, gentlemen. That was some great racing out there on the racetrack. Of course, Spa, very technical, fast-paced racetrack, hard on tires. Definitely a hard racetrack to drive with these BMWs especially, so let's talk about the race, and let's talk with our podium interviewees here tonight. So, third place finisher here this evening is CB Matt. And Matt has been having a good run here so far early on the season. He does come in leading the championship points total, but not quite getting that top spot, but still a very strong finisher in P3. So, great run out there tonight. 2-stop strategy paying off very good for you here tonight. P3 finish. Talk us through your race, my guy.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having us. Yeah, another solid finish. Pretty pleased with the way the year's going so far. Like, Spa is not one of those tracks that I have a whole lot of confidence in, so it's always been a bit of a tough one for me. So I'm pleased to come up with a podium tonight, and man, the racing's getting good, clean racing from everybody on the grid. So yeah, really pleased with it.
Absolutely, and definitely some multiple strategies coming into today. So you stop in early, you see all those cars keep on driving by. What goes through your mind at that moment? Go, oh, did I make the right call with the 2-stop here? Or were you pretty satisfied that your strategy was going to be the right one here today?
I figured that if guys went long on the mediums in the first stint, that it would feel like we were we were a long way away after the first stop, but that eventually it would kind of even its way out as they start to lose pace, at the end of that first stint, and that they would have to push the softs at the end for a little bit longer as well. So I thought that, in the grand scheme of things, hopefully it was gonna pan out right. As a team, that was sort of the approach we were taking. Worked out great for Paulie. Came out right into the lap of Apex Guardian there, and for me, you know, took me out into fifth, coming out of the last stop there, but was able to have enough pace to get those last 2 positions to get to the podium. So yeah, that was the choice we made at the start. We were sticking with it, and it worked out pretty good.
Is of when you are putting a 2-stop against a 1-stop, you need a couple of really key things to happen for you. A, when you make that first stop, you need to come out in clean air. You don't want to get caught in that traffic. And B, when you make your second stop, ideally you want to come out right in that lead pack. So both those things happening for both our third and first place drivers here on the 2-stop strategy today. So in a sense, everything almost kind of fell right perfectly into place for these guys. But I mean, back to Matt, you had some great battles on the track too. You had newcomer Fast Ginger there up in front of you on that pole position nearing the end of the race there. You were chasing him down. How was competing with that driver for the first time, and what's your impressions on him? Somebody to be looking out for in the future?
Oh, absolutely. He's definitely got the pace. Very generous, and just super clean racing. Certainly left me tons of room. We had a great battle through a couple of S's there where we're kind of racing really cleanly. Same thing with Egon. Just it's fun racing against guys that you can trust. If you take it down the inside or if you're on the outside, that they're going to give you the space that you deserve, and it just makes for really good racing, right? It gives us the confidence to maybe make those moves where in other circumstances you kind of sit behind and force yourself into those passes on the straights. It just makes for some really good racing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Ginger's going to be he's going to be a tough competitor as we move through this, and you can see that the pace is there all the way up and down the grid. So it's good.
Absolutely, and I mean qualifying, there was no love lost between the drivers in qualifying today, and this goes right across the field of drivers. This isn't just between 2 or 3 drivers battling for those top 3 spots. We were seeing hundredths and tenths of a second splitting each driver all the way through the grid to first to 15th place in qualifying. So what's going through your mind when you're lined up on the grid, you're about to start that race, you've got a goal in mind, you've got a position you'd like to see in mind based off where you're sitting, and you know that the whole grid is that tight? What goes through your mind for race start?
Just get a good clean start, get through turn one without any chaos, and then just slot in and see where the race pace is. I mean, with guys being so tightly bunched together in terms of pace, you just gotta kind of find your spot and slot in there and take the opportunities when they come to you. But you can't push it, especially early days. Spa in these conditions, it was greasy out there. You gotta be careful. You gotta be patient. And for me, it's just get a good start, get through corner one, and then settle in.
Absolutely, and I mean, the pro race was a pretty quiet, drawn-out race for the most part last night. But you guys came in, and there was battles right from top to bottom through the field all night long here. And as a broadcaster and commentator, I've had the ability, the opportunity to watch a lot of you guys race in other, of course, featured events and series, and leagues and championship events and such like that. And what I see from this Pro-Am division and a lot of these drivers is a lot of growth on the racetrack, and you are one of those drivers. You're looking absolutely incredibly confident on the racetrack. Your lines are looking very clean and crisp, and I look forward to seeing what you have for the rest of the season here with us at DMJ. So with that being said, anything you want to add to your race, and of course, any shout-outs?
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, Ghost. Obviously from a thank you perspective, can't do this without you. You do an awesome job putting this thing together, dealing with us through the week, and then putting on a great show for us on the stream. Thanks to DMJ for putting on this league in North America for us, and the rest of the organizers and admins behind the scenes who are doing all the heavy lifting. From a thank yous, my wife and kids again, they let me do this and have fun with the boys. Thanks to the team at Victory Pace Racing. Everybody's back in the clubhouse, having a good cheer right now. We got lots of momentum. We keep it on growing and getting faster, so that's awesome. And to our sponsors, Munson Restaurant Group, Capral Sim, IMB Racewear, Lily Alta Entertainment. They throw a lot of support behind us, so greatly appreciate that. And looking forward to the next one. Bring on I don't even know where we're going next, to be honest with you, but I'm looking forward to it.
Well, if you want to jump back to the lobby and grab lobby settings, I got them up for you guys. It's Trial Mountain.
Oh yeah, the Trial Mountain. All right, looking forward to it.
All right, cheers. Well, again, thank you for taking some time with us here after a really long, hard fought out race, and we'll let you get back to that VPR clubhouse and go enjoy it with your team there.
Cheers. Thanks, Tim.
All right. Very well spoken by CB Matt as always. We've been talking to him a lot here so far this season. All right, so let's move on to our second place driver in the championship standings. So finishing in second place here tonight. A great battle between this driver and our eventual race winner here near the end of the race. Apex Racing's Guardian on screen, ATB 614 as the rest of us know him by. Of course, a newly acquired driver for the Apex Sim Racing team here. Congratulations, of course, on joining the new team, and congratulations on another well-fought race here tonight. Talk us through it.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, I honestly wasn't surprising to come on the podium. This isn't like what Matt said. This isn't like my best track, and I was kind of second guessing a little bit the strategy. But when I was doing like some number crunching and all that earlier in the week, I saw my pace wasn't drastically better doing the two stop, and then just with such a long pit um, pit entry and in lap out lap, all of that, it just wasn't, for at least for me, and just how my confidence and comfortable on this track. That was just kind of my best strategy, is just try and push the mediums like 10, 11 laps, and then be able to push a little bit hard on the softs at the end and see what happens.
Well, what happened was you took a second place finish here tonight. So,
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, the one-stop strategy wasn't a terrible strategy. You kept your car safe, you kept it right. You had a couple of, little scary moments throughout the race, but nothing too major there. So, I mean, you kept your car safe, you kept it in the right places, you kept it out of dirty air and out of traffic mainly, which is obviously a big thing trying to win a race, is if you can keep that car in clean air, it gives you good laps. For as
Yep.
long as you can get good laps. So, pit strategy worked out pretty well for you there. So you're sitting in second place. You've made your one stop. You got Sol Invictus. You see him pit up ahead of you. What are you thinking at that moment? Do you think, okay, you know what, I should have this? Or what's going through your mind at that moment?
When I saw him pull in, I was, kind of like that one meme of, God, I forget the name of the movie, of the guy kind of staring off on how all the numbers and equations going through his head, and I was just thinking like, all right, did I save enough to, save me that like, couple seconds in the pits? Is he going to be adding any? Did he get held up in traffic? And I just, saw that, and I was like, all right, let's see where he comes out. And then right when I saw his car come out in front of me when I got through turn one, I'm like, okay. So we both kind of had this down to a T, and I was like, my plan then was just to kind of sit in his draft a little bit, and 'cause I knew he had one lap fresher tire, so he was going to be able to push a little bit harder than me. But my thought process was just kind of get in front and see how long I can defend, if I can hold him up long enough, and then see where the time clock goes, and yeah, just kind of put my head down and see what I got to kind of maintain this. And he pulled a we had good battle there for about half lap. He pulled a good move on me. I think I tried to accelerate at a corner a little too fast to kind of catch up with him, but then I think that's just where the tire wear came into play, and just kind of started sliding back a little bit. And I was like, all right, let me just kind of calm down and kind of maintain this, and just bring it home.
And that we did. Looking real good on track this season. You raced last season, season 2 DMJ. You weren't feeling too confident coming out of the season, but you sure look confident this season. What's changed over the last few months since season 2 to season 3?
I think just getting some more time on track. I mean, would always love to have more, but just kind of working on the kind of nuances and kind of finesse, and kind of just pushing my hardware that I have to where I can, confidence wise, of not pushing it too hard that I'm always going off or over driving the car, but try to find that balance. And I don't know if it's just like the how the physics are in this game, and all that just kind of speaks to me a little bit better than how it was in sport. But a lot of things just kind of seem to be clicking, and just getting the time in, and just letting the race play out as it can.
Think sometimes you can be having the perfect race and you can blow a tire, or you can have a spark plug go, or your transmission loses a gear. I mean, anything can happen in racing, so it's never a surefire thing until you cross the line first and that checkered flag is waving when you cross it. So just a little shy of first place here today. About 9 seconds was that gap between you and first place. Great run from you here again tonight. And I gotta tell you, the Apex boys were definitely fired up in the chat. So great to see you on track this season. Love to see you back, and love to see you be able to find a little bit of time away from that amazing family of yours to come and hang out with us here. And anything you want to add? And of course, thank yous.
Yeah, I just want to say, congrats to the other VPR drivers for running out the podium, and just and there's not in the Discord now, but just wanted to give Matt a shout out. I think we both were kind of getting a little eager on the brakes, and that in the first lap we might have had a little a little rub there, but when I saw that I may have, forced him a little bit wide, I kind of let him get back on track and regain the position, just, to have that little bit of sportsmanship. Um, but yeah, and just want to give a shout out to the Apex guys and to say, thanks for bringing me in the fold and, kind of helping me and coach me along. And I know like they've been not like a little quiet, but just give me little pointers here and there, just kind of, kind of refine everything out. But yeah, as far as shout outs, obviously, you taking your time to do these interviews and the stream and everything, and everyone back at DMJ, and then most importantly, my wife Emily and daughter Nora, that she was in good spirits enough tonight to get down to bed a little early, so we had our decompressed time before the race and everything. But yeah, that's all I can think of. This is going to be a race for sure that I need to put some more time in. I haven't raced this current configuration since I changed it for seven that much. I have a couple corners that are a little tricky for me, but yeah, it'll be interesting, especially if it gets into the darkness a little bit. Get to see some of those campfires and tents all lit up on the side of the track and see how that affects everyone's racing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to another real close, real fair race. And like I said, just put the time in and see what happens.
Absolutely. Well, we won't hold you up any longer. It's been a long night of racing, and it's been a long week of testing for you and the team. So I'm going to, thank you for being here and giving us some time after the race to talk with us as always, and let you get back to that Apex Clubhouse and go hang out with the team and celebrate.
Yeah, thank you very much, and like I said, congrats again to all my to the guys who filled out the poll or the podium.
Absolutely, and very well said. And well, let's see if we can see an ATB on the podium here in round 4 again, ladies and gentlemen. Great start to the season for you so far.
Thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this guy's fast. He comes in as a newcomer into round 2. He races 2 races so far out of the 3 race season, and he wins them both. He takes that pole position and that fastest lap point in both those races. This boy is stacking points, and he is absolutely gaining ground quickly. Our race winner here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, from VPR Racing, Soul Invictus on screen, and as many of you know him, obviously in the Discords and as Polymath. So, huge win here again tonight. A little more prepared this week, obviously. You didn't have just an hour and a half to get ready for this race, so great running out there. Different strategy coming from you, and it seemed to have paid off pretty well for you. We talked a little bit about that with your teammate Matt. So talk us through your race here tonight. How did it feel out there for you?
Wow, it felt great. Honestly, yeah. Matt is too modest. He just doesn't want to give credit to himself. He's just smart guy. Smart guy. He's a smart individual. I'll tell you that. That strategy was not only perfect. It was, I can't describe it with words. It just worked perfectly.
Absolutely, and we've seen the one-stop strategy work very well for the pro division last night. And I mean, a lot of you guys were there checking out the race during the race last night to see what the pro division strategies were. Did that weigh in on your strategy for the race here today at all?
I don't think so. I think that our practice in the actual lobbies, we can put 2 and 2 together and kind of figure out exactly what works, what doesn't. But yeah, obviously any input does help. So did we gather information from an outer source? Of course, whatever it is to get the W.
Absolutely. So you make that first pit stop. You come out in a little bit of traffic. Were you a little bit of concern when you came out in that traffic, or was it just too early to tell for you, and you were just kind of focused on trying to get around those guys as quickly and cleanly as possible?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I was a bit worried due to the corner coming up. I'm just a little bit hesitant about it. So, I mean, luckily, I kind of just, let off the throttle and just pressed the brake a bit just to regain control of the car. But I'm happy that, the race kept going, didn't get a penalty at that moment. And yeah, it worked out in our favor.
Absolutely. Now, when you came out just in front of ATB after that second stop there, as he's coming around the source, I guess what's going through your mind? You know you're on at least one lap fresher tires. You have no idea what he's got for fuel in his car. You know what you have for fuel in your car. What are you thinking? Are you thinking, oh, I hope he doesn't want to fight this right away. Maybe we could just work together. I can that way there I can make sure I've got enough to fight this fight. What's going through your mind at that exact moment? You know you got about 5 or 6 laps remaining at that point, and it is nose to tail for that top of the podium.
Right, exactly. I figured, there's no need for us to battle this corner. There's a lot more laps to go. There was roughly 10 minutes left, and I just told myself, listen, he can go ahead. I actually put the brake on and let him pass by because I didn't think that I needed to be, making any harsh decisions at that moment. I felt like letting him go and then just chase him and see where his tire wear and his fuel was. And it worked out the best. I knew I had a lap over him. I knew his tire consumption was a bit worse than mine. I had fresh tires on. And once I got those bad boys heated up, it was good. I was able to progress, and luckily, he was a little bit too hard on that throttle, and he went off a little bit off course, and I was able to get the pass clean.
Absolutely, and I was just going to lead into that next. It was about 3.5, 4 laps remaining. You were nose to tail. You were starting to put the pressure on him. You were clearly looking for him just to open up that inside line a little bit into that, that one corner that you wanted to get into, and he just would not give you a millimeter of space on those apexes. So at that moment when you're going about 11, 12 corners around, and this driver in front is not giving you anything, is the mindset still, you know what, just apply the pressure and hope he makes that mistake? And if that's not the case, then I guess what's your approach on the final lap? Is there a specific corner on Spa you're waiting to hopefully set that driver up for?
To be quite honest, when I saw that he was blocking the inside, knowing that he had worse tire usage than me, it put a smile on my face. It just made me appreciate the game even more because honestly, Gran Turismo, man, like things like that only happen in Gran Turismo. I can't do it in real life, right? So I got to do it in the game. But yeah, it was awesome. It put a smile on my face. He was racing his race. He was going at his pace, and he was keeping me at bay. And he was, weathering the storm. I was behind him, bumper to bumper, and he was not budging. Luckily there was one instance where he caught the inside apex, and with that moisture, a little greasy tires, and it made him kind of understeer. And again, it worked to my favor. And as far as the specific corner, I would say the hairpin is my favorite one because I can get that nice and tight. Most people kind of understeer and go, and no, he blocked it. He was able to block it, and I actually passed in a corner where I wasn't expecting to pass.
Yeah, it
Which
was
just goes to
the
show.
first corner of Stave lot there. He went coming out of Puon there. He just, yeah, as you said, he just caught a little bit of the curb and he got a little bit of oversteer and floated out wide and just gave you the free inside line to get through there.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I just capitalized at the moment and got the position. Yeah.
Well, nonetheless, I mean that's some great racing from you, and I know I was quite keen to see what you had for these guys here in the race, and we were a little bit worried that you're going to be a little bit quick for this division, but obviously these guys have just proven here tonight that they're up for the task and they're up for the challenge. So it's a great looking Pro Am field here. What is the goal now? I guess moving forward for the next 2 or 3 rounds. What's the plan here? Just work hard, get the team up to speed, and see what happens over the next 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, pretty much. Just spend more time in the lab with the team, in the lobbies with the team, and try to improve as much as possible in every aspect of the race. It's not just about hot laps. It's obviously about strategy at this point. Yeah, and being a fast guy doesn't matter if you don't know strategy. So I would say if I am going to improve in one way, it's going to be definitely strategy. Obviously, I can always be faster, but I think strategy plays a big part in these leagues. So that's one thing that I really want to expose myself to, and I've been doing so with these leagues. So it's been great. It's been great.
Absolutely, and I mean, just a really great drive from you here again to get today. Cool, calm, collected, great racing decisions on the racetrack. Usually does pay dividends for these race car drivers, and Sol Invictus today, ladies and gentlemen, making some great racing decisions out there on track, and rewarded with another race victory here tonight. So pole position, fastest lap, and that race win, the trifecta here tonight, 34 points. unofficially until everything's made official, of course, ladies and gentlemen. So that's going to put you right in that fight now for the championship standings. So congratulations, great drive again. And I guess anything you want to add and any shout-outs?
Yes, I'd like to actually thank my sponsors, well, our team sponsors, Monster Restaurant Group, Dot Entertainment, and the Raceware and Capital Sim Racing. They do a lot of stuff for us in behind the scenes that people don't really know. And I just want to show my appreciation to them. And also, obviously, I'm going to thank the team because, again, you know, these guys, we all have our lives, we all work, and we all get together at that one time, and at that precise time, and work on the races. And yeah, I just appreciate the team and appreciate the sponsors. I also want to thank my girlfriend and you know the time that I'm allowed to get on here and play with you guys.
Well, we appreciate you. We definitely enjoy seeing you race here at DMJ North America. So, congratulations on another great race win here tonight. And well, we better let you get to that clubhouse before all the good stuff gets all drank there. So, thanks for taking that time and enjoy that second victory in a row.
Thank you, Ghost, and I also want to thank you and your team as well for putting this up for us and allowing us to actually have this much fun in these races. All right.
Hey, we appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Thanks again.
Cheers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, well-spoken interviews every week, no matter what division, whether it be our pros or our pro-ams. Very, very well-answered questions, very well-spoken gentlemen, very professional sim racers here at DMJ North America. What can I say? Congratulations to every driver on the racetrack, not just our podium finishers. All 15 drivers that put those cars on the track here tonight all deserve congratulations. It was a great race. There was great action all through the field, top to bottom. There were great moments, great battles, and of course, everybody hates to see it, but the viewers love to see it. Those heartbreak moments where those drivers got it a little bit wrong. But that's racing, ladies and gentlemen. Not every racer can win every race. Somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose, and the rest of them got to settle in between. But at the end of the night, the most important thing is that these drivers enjoy their experience and they have a whole lot of fun. And that's what we're aiming for here. So, if the drivers are having fun, the racing is clean, that means we're having fun here in the booth, and that means everybody at home is having fun along the way with us. So, great racing here by these Pro-Ams all 3 weeks. This is the first time we've ever seen a Pro-Am division split in the Choice of Weapons series. It's a historic season here for these Pro-Am drivers at DMJ North America. And boy, they're putting on some epic races here for us in this historic season. So, appreciate those Pro-Ams. You guys are working hard. I see all of these drivers, every single one of these guys up and down this Pro-Am list, working with their Pro-Am drivers, with the pro drivers, with their pro teammates, with each other. Yes, that's right, with the competition even, on track, daily, helping each other. They're in chats, they're discussing strategies, they're teaching each other breaking points, turn-ins, lines around the racetrack, maybe a better shifting point for a particular car around a certain corner. These drivers, through the pro all the way to the end of the Pro-Am division, are like any other I've ever seen. We say it every season, and the trend just continues here in season 3. So must say huge thank you to the drivers, because we can't have a show without the drivers putting it on for us. Of course, DMJ Vroom Room, the amazing esports organization that provides these great series here at GT45 Gaming. Can't do it without them. Much love to DMJ Vroom Room, LWR Designs, DDR, WPR Hot Laps, and of course, High Pre Graphics for the amazing visuals on the stream week in and week out. It looks so great. It's very visualizing, it's very appealing, very clean, very crisp. We appreciate you over there at High Pre Graphics. Always making things look great over there, those guys, but that's what they do. So, all in all, teamwork makes the dream work here at DMJ North America, ladies and gentlemen. It does take a team, and the team here is our sim racing community. I'm your host for the evening, GT45 Gaming. I really hope everybody enjoyed this Pro-Am race. It was good. I got a big smile on my face, and I'm going to be leaving Spa here with a lot to think about and a lot to chew on as commentator, and a lot to see what's going to happen next week at Trial Mountain in the Americas. So we head back overseas. So the driver's going to load these cars up. They're going to put these things back on the planes. We're going to fly them all the way back overseas. And we're going to touch down in the eastern United States and get ready for Trial Mountain. So Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, we start round 4 at Trial Mountain, 40-minute endurance race at night with our Pro Division. And then the next day followed up by our amazing Pro Am Division here on Wednesday night, DMJ North America. We appreciate y'all. If you've liked, shared, and commented on the stream, thank you for that extra support. Let's do a little catch-up, shall we? I think we're caught up on the alerts. Stephen Waters coming in with the wow. Orlando Gonzalez coming in with the heart. Michael Tahale coming in with that heart. Paul Blomstrom coming in with the heart. Michael Tahale also coming in with the share. Love that. Thank you for the extra support, my guy. We appreciate you. Egon coming in with the thumbs up as well. Let's catch up on some comments because you guys were popping, man. You guys are popping. We love that. Great job to the whole of the Pro Am division. Well done, y'all. GG's boys. Great job, Superman. Replayers being shared as we speak. Yeah, I'll share mine tonight too, drivers. Did a one stop with errors. Deserve 14's very clean racing though, says Paul. Gotta love DMJ NA. Screwed it up. Had it going for a minute, says Michael. You're having a beauty of a race, dude. Nothing but positives to come out of this race for you, Chip, my guy. Nothing but positives. You looked amazing out there tonight. Paulie is awesome. Trial Mountain, says Paulie. Yay! Great job, winners. Great race from all the drivers. Love this group of people. Hashtag DMJ. Timmy, you there? I know my mic was off. I do it once every podium interview. I'm sorry, guys. GT45 is a real legend. This car is tough, and to run, I'm really struggling. All you gotta do is reach out, Paulie B. We'll set up a time with you, man. We'll get you some training, my guy. All you gotta do is ask. Home slice. Congrats, says Paulie B. Excellent drive, Aaron, says John. Amazing first place, says Paul. Yes, right. We do need to watch out for Paulie B because he's about to get some training from some of our top drivers here at DMJ. He is going to be a driver to watch out for. Paymay. Hey, we love you, Paymay. That will do, Joe. Polymath. Polyman is an alien. 3/4 alien. Dog is bugging me. LO. Have a good night all. Later, John. GG, says Joe. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, with that being said, I appreciate every single one of you. And I got to tell you, this month has been an absolutely amazing month here. DMJ has been back. The viewers, the fans have been excited. The drivers have been excited. We're popping off, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep it going. Round 4 next week. Don't be late. Don't be square. Haha, I messed that all up. Wah wah. All right, chat. We love you guys. Stay winning. And most importantly, remember, everybody, you all matter. We appreciate you. And special love to MacMillan Cancer Support, as we do always support MacMillan Cancer Support here on DMJ North American Events. Donation button always at the bottom of the Facebook comments if you feel like you can support and provide a little extra support for a family in need. We really do appreciate y'all, and you're legendary for it. Thank you for letting me come in and have some fun. We appreciate you. You look good out there, Ginger. You can always GT45 and I. That's right, Paulie B. That's right, Paulie B. You know it, buddy. All right, chat. We love you. We'll see you all soon. Next tentative time to be live is actually only scheduled until Sunday, but we maybe got something up our sleeve for near the end of the week. We'll see how it goes, chat. But we love you, and we'll see you all very soon. Reels coming out as well, and some new YouTube videos popping up on the YouTube channel this weekend. So keep your eye on the GT45 Gaming YouTube channel for some premiere videos being released this weekend. We love you. We appreciate you. Gonna send you off with some tunes. Later.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play